What's going on, guys? Healy here, and today this video is going to be about the 16-team Diamond Dynasty team league that I joined on MLB The Show 19. It is hosted and ran by Paul Sporer, one of the Sony partners. You can find him at twitch.tv/Sporer. He streams most nights throughout the week, and he has been streaming a lot of these league games. You could also go to his channel and find out if other people are streaming these games as well. Find out all their Twitches if you want to watch these games too. For me, I'm going to be streaming on Twitch most of these games. There are going to be a portion. There's going to be a portion where I record it on YouTube just during the day or something. If I only have time for like one game. So that's where you can find out where these games are being played. The team I have for the league is on the screen right now. You guys are probably wondering how I got this team. Well, over a week ago, so the week before Thanksgiving, we all did a draft together. So there's a Google sheet for the draft right here. Paul had all of us in like a random order, and then he went to a randomizer, randomized it 3 times, and then that was the order for the draft. It was snaked. So I had the 12th pick the first round, I had the 5th pick in the second round. So there were some rounds where I did have a decent chance to get good players. Also, every round was specific. There are restrictions in this league, and you had to draft within them. So we started off with starting pitcher Diamond 85 to 89 or 85 to 92, the top left. Then it went finest bats. So it wasn't just we drafted the best players first and you adjusted your lineup and picked the spots that you needed for like the lower bats. You had to plan out for the future and decide, do I take this guy now who is for sure gonna be better than a lot of people on my team in like a gold round, or do I hold off on him and maybe wait until like a later round to see if I get that diamond that I needed? So the first round, diamond pitcher. Second round was finest. I'll highlight all my picks right here. They are going to be in the greens. So that's how the draft went. There were 26 rounds, including parks. We all have home parks for this league. The final round was the diamond bat. There were 2 back-to-back rounds with 95 bats, which again highlighted. So this is where the big boys are drafted halfway through the draft. The rules for this league: 51 game season. So we're going to be playing 5 games against our division opponents and 3 games against everyone else. There's 16 teams in the league, 4 divisions, and 4 teams in each division. This league's going to run around 10 weeks, so maybe until the end of January, maybe a little into February. We'll have to see with how people play games. So this will run pretty much until the end of MLB The Show 19, which will be great. The game rules. It has to be 11, 1, or 7. 4 p.m. suck. Hall of Fame. Guest pitch. Everything off. Strike zone perfect. Hot zones on. All that jazz. The wind. If it's blowing in at 5 miles or more, we have to friendly quit. And we restart until the wind's no longer that. If the game freezes, we'll pick off where it left off. If it disconnected before certain innings, then we'll just resume. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. The starters will be randomized in each series, and there can't be repeats. So if I face someone 5 times, I can't play against them with my number 1 starter every single time. I'm going to have to play 1 through 5 starters in that series, and it should be good results. It's so that we don't have people in this league using their 3 starter like 50 times and then someone getting lucky and having their 1 starter in over 30 games. So it keeps it even. and it keeps the games fresh. Stats will be found on a separate page. I'll show you guys in a minute. The screens, the sort them. Team construction. There's going to be 3 waiver periods. The first one has already happened. I'll show you what moves I made there. Second one happens mid-December, and the third one happens in January. First one was randomized. So I had the second pick for that. You have to swap players overall for overall. The second waiver period will be record worst to first with run differential, and the third one will be decided by that too. And there's going to be a trade window from December 16th to December 19th. So you can trade 2 golds for a diamond, but then you must cut a corresponding diamond and you will pick up 2 golds when it's your turn in the waiver period. So it fits the original structure. Don't really know how that works. I'll have to see it firsthand. Playoffs, 4 division winners will secure a spot. The top 2 division winners will secure first round buys. The 4 best records among non-division winners will secure wildcard spots. So there are going to be 8 teams that make the playoffs, but the top 2 get buys. There's going to be a bunch of playoff games. We'll go over that once it becomes playoff time. So 8 out of the 16 teams make the playoffs, and then there are World Series rules. Moving over to the schedule. The schedule is all laid out right here. You can find the hitting stats of every single player. You can find out the standings right here. I am 2-0 as of now. I have not played my 3rd game yet. And here are all my stats for the 2 games that I played. You can see on the screen, I picked up Mike Trout. I have Honus Wagner, Cody Bellinger, Santana. We'll go over my actual team on the game, but all the stats are going to be logged for this league. I'll show you guys the stats before every game, so we will know who's hot, who's not. Show you the box scores on the left. The waiver wire. If you skipped the first round or any of the rounds, you were skipped the remainder of the waiver. So I cut Ty Cobb, picked up Mike Trout, figured the better power and better arm would be better for Trout instead of Ty Cobb. And then in the second round, I picked up All-Star Lorenzo Cain. I dropped tops now Oscar Mercado. There's some other interesting moves, especially with Albert Pujols getting dropped, Mike Schmidt, the new Ichiro getting dropped. But I don't want to keep you guys on the screen long. So my team, we have Lorenzo Cain in left field, Mike Trout in center, Cody Bellinger in right, Kyle Seager at third base, Ozzy Albies at second, Carlos Santana at first, and Pudge behind the plate. One with Kyle Seager, he has sneaky power. If he goes up against the lefty, he should be perfectly fine. Cody Bellinger, I thought he was a great live series card. I picked him in the 90 to 94 draft. So I had to pick someone in between 90 and 94. And Cody Bellinger, 5-tool player for the most part. Games are on Hall of Fame, but we're going up against gold pitchers a lot. So, like, it's not bad with his vision and his contact. He should be fine. Ozzy Albies I went with because he's a beast. Not doing so hot with him anymore. A little bit of a slump, but I am enjoying him. Honus Wagner, he has all-around stats. Great power, great contact and vision, great fielding, great speed. Carlos Santana, great pick. If I go up against a righty, we'll get some power. If I go up against a lefty, we'll sacrifice some power for some contact. Decent fielding at first. If I want, I could play him at catcher. He has third base as a secondary. I can make a lot of moves. Pudge, I needed a gold somewhere. A gold had to start on my team. There wasn't a lot of great catchers. I didn't want to sacrifice a diamond spot or a catcher spot. And Pudge, I thought, fit that spot perfectly. His decent contact, good vision, great fielding, 57 speed. Couldn't ask for more. The bench, we went with Alex Verdugo. If I go up against a player and I know I'm going to be playing a right-handed pitcher, Alex Verdugo will most likely start. He has great stats versus righties. So that's why it had to happen. Kike Hernandez, amazing against lefties. So he's going to be a pinch hit bat, and he can play pretty much anywhere. Even though he has terrible fielding, if I need to spot him somewhere. Same with Scott Kingery. Decent hitting stats. Good utility bat, good speed, 59 fielding is unfortunate. We had to have 2 silvers. Someone with Jock Peterson. Why not? Great power against righties. And then my other one was Jorge Soler. Decent power versus lefties, but against righties, he's glitchy. So I wanted to go with him, see what I could do with him in this league. The rotation. We have 99 Max Scherzer. He's my ace. I've done pretty well with him so far. Pitched a shutout. That's pretty good. Wanted to give him a go. Anibal Sanchez is my number 2 starter. I liked his pitches. He has a good splitter and changeup split with pitch speeds. He has a sinker, cutter, and fastball. Great repertoire for how I pitch. A lot of movement, a lot of speed differential. Great for me. DARVISH. This is a guy I thought was pretty sneaky. He has all the pitches I need. He has this splitter on this card. So I decided to go with him. He has a slider and a cutter, so I can mix him up with people. I haven't done too terrible with him in 2 starts and ranked seasons. With the options I had, I thought he was the best. Robbie Ray. Good hits and Ks per 9. He has a good repertoire, and he's a lefty. And then Lucas Giolito, my number 5 starter. He had the good repertoire that I wanted. Decent per 9s. I don't need a lot of innings out of him. And I thought he was the best. Ryan Stanek in the pen. Decent 40 stamina type guy. So if I need him to go a few innings, I can. He throws gas, slider, splitter. Boom. Tim Hill. Glitchy release. I had to take a silver or below reliever. Needed a lefty, so we went with Tim Hill. Another lefty was Aroldis Chapman. Another silver that we had to draft. Good per 9s. It's Chapman. What more could I want? My golds. Well, Steve CISHEK. Great repertoire. He has a splitter and changeup. He has a 4-seam slider and sinker. He has that motion. So I thought he was pretty good. Matt Belisle. He has a good repertoire as well. 28 stamina. Main reason I went with him, I have a .91 ERA with him. 29 innings pitched. Pitched a lot of BR with him. Very solid. He has a slow sweeping curve. I thought he would be beast with me. My diamonds. 87 Zach Britton. It's Zach Britton. His sinker is so overpowered. Someone took the 89, so I had to go with the 87. There are no repeats. And then Kenley Jansen. I picked 5th in relievers that are 93 and above. And Kenley Jansen wasn't picked 1 through 4. I had to go with my boy, Kenley. 55 innings pitched on the year. 1.46 ERA. 0.99 whip. If he gets in the game late, it's over. He's my lockdown guy. So I think I have a very solid team. Currently 2-0. I had to put out the rules now, so in future videos, if you want to know what's happened or why I'm playing this, or what the rules are, this is the video that you can watch. There's going to be a gameplay out later today. If you guys are interested in seeing it, keep an eye out on the channel for it. It'll be game 3. I'm going to go up against King of Clouds. It was a pretty decent record. And I played him earlier. I won 3-0 against him. Max Scherzer started. Should be a good game. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Hope you leave a like. Subscribe down below if you're new. This is Healy, and I'm out. Peace.